reality is, if they start looking for excuses, they'll find them. And I hope they don't watch the news because there's really we got to look at it as an opportunity to go to Michigan and play a great team and a coach that's good for college football. I think so. They got to think of it. It's the Magellan mindset. We're ready to explore the world. We gotta embrace it.
How excited are you guys in this team to get up and to play in the stadium that is the Big House?
Well, I think it's going to be an incredible experience. I think guys are looking forward to it. I mean, this is a team who some people talk about being ready to compete for the national championship. So an incredible challenge, incredible opportunity. There's still some unknowns as far as probably most in the special teams. New coordinator they got. With them not having a game and us having a game, we asked if they would send us their scrimmage, but they wouldn't. So, I'm sure they got our game on us. I'm sure they found our game somewhere, or at least got it on TV and watched it. So they'll have a little bit of idea what we do, where there's a little bit of uncertainty on our side. They're going to have good players. They've done a really nice job recruiting the last few years. They're one of the best programs in college football, so they're going to have a high level of recruiting no matter what. So the specifics, I guess they're trying to hide the quarterback for a reason. I think it's a little bit of strategy, and maybe it's just something for us to talk about. But there's enough to worry about than to really kind of spend our time worrying about who the quarterback's going to be. Anything can happen in 60 minutes. The ball's funny shaped. It bounces funny sometimes. And you go back to Cal in the first game, such a clean game by them. I think there can be some first game mistakes being made. At least we've played a game together and we understand each other, and understand the mistakes we made. And if we correct them and play as hard as we can, that's all we can ask for.
These guys went out to the Horseshoe last year, kept that game pretty competitive. You think
Yeah,
that's
they
something
did.
they can build
Yeah,
on?
they were scary. I saw that film. I mean, I'm sure for me personally, it's not as big of a deal, but as for them, it should give them a lot of confidence that they went in and played an incredibly talented Ohio State team and played them very tough. And they might not know it, but they sent a strong message through the Mountain West when that game was played, because that film went around the league and people said, oh, look at this Hawaii team. It was typical Hawaii football with the toughness and how hard they played, and they weren't scared. And that means it's in them, and that's good.
I got one more. We found out on the conference call this morning that Coach Harbaugh says he's open to your pregame quarterback challenge.
He is? I'm excited about that. I like him. I like him for college football. Like I said, I think when we finally got together and at the camps, he said this guy might be a little crazy too. So I figured he would be. But the main thing is our guys being ready to play. I don't want it to become a distraction. I just thought it was a good way to kind of promote our program and the mindset of our program.
Absolutely, knowing that we can play with those big teams. Obviously, I think it was number 4 in the country or something like that. But more importantly, we just got to worry about ourselves. Take care of the ball. Cut down on turnovers, and I think it'll be a good game this week. Knowing that we played in there before, knowing with like the noise and kind of the distractions. It's going to be a big crowd. It's the Big House. 100,000 plus people are going to be there, so it'll be a good experience for the boys. But just got to focus on our game and just come out and do what we can. I mean, you got to be completely locked in. Obviously, no matter if we're playing the number 1 ranked team in the nation or not, we got to come in the same mentality and be locked in. But more importantly, guys like Michigan, I have a lot of returners coming back. A lot of veterans on that defense, so definitely have our work cut out for us. But just like you said, come in locked in every day. Yeah, we're definitely working on silent crowds. I mean, it's going to be a loud, a loud venue. Obviously, the first game of the year, a lot of stuff going on. So I'm definitely gonna worry about that, and I'm being able to stay on the same page.
They got guys, and that's something that we can't shy away from. We can't say, hey, go ahead and put your backups in, right? So we're going to go in there and watch a ton of film and watch their tendencies and their tactics, and use the resources that we have here, and focus on what their weaknesses are so that we can attack those things, and focusing on ourselves. I think if we do those two things, that we'll be successful. They're not perfect, There are going to be mistakes. There's going to be opportunity for execution and for opportunities for us to make big plays. I mean, they're not national champions, and they're just another football team. And yeah, they got a lot of people that we'll be able to play in front of, but that just makes this more fun. That's what you grow up thinking about. That's what you live for, and I think that's why I play this game. I want to play in front of a lot of people. Everyone on this team wants to play in front of a lot of people, so it'll be a good time.
I just remember going against teams last year. It was just goes back to Pop Warner football. You mano a mano, and you against your man, and I believe in my men. So I think we're gonna give them some hard push this week. And it just comes down to watching film and studying the game and studying formations and knowing what they're gonna run in certain formations. And it's just another football team. We don't treat it any different.